Lying about the law to stupid people is easy and fun. Good news, everybody. We found Rudy. Rudy is no longer missing. Rudy has been found. Our poor lost soul, Rudy Giuliani, has been found. We know where he is, and we have served him with papers. If you're watching, press the subscribe button, press the like button, press the thumbs up. Subscribing is scientifically proven to make me happier, and it'll probably make you happier too. So you should do that.
Of those people listed in the indictment have been served, except for one, Mr. Trump's former lawyer, Rudy Giuliani. He posted this photo and message on Twitter, or X, earlier tonight.
Or X. Did you hear that disdain that lady had? He was posted on Twitter, or X. Bleh. Gross.
Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays, and later in the evening, Mays sent out a message on X tonight saying the final defendant was...
According to Rudy, lawyer Giuliani, if as Arizona authorities can't find me by tomorrow morning, one, they must dismiss the charges. They must concede they can't count votes. Rudy, I'm no big city lawyer or nothing, but if the court can't give you the papers, they don't dismiss the charges. That's not how that works. That's not how that's ever worked. That's never been the way the things work. They put out a warrant for your arrest.
This is legit. If the teacher doesn't show up for the first 15 minutes of class legally, they have to send you home.
Legally, they have to send you home.
Hide and seek laws.
Hide and seek laws, that's right. Rudy Giuliani was a lawyer. I've never been a lawyer. Why do I know more about the law than him? Or is he being a liar? I think he's just being a liar. I think he knows that it wouldn't make the charges disappear. He puts that out. He puts out that message on Twitter, or X, saying that if they don't give it to me by midnight, they have to, by law, remove the charges. That's not the law, but the dummies on X think that it is the law. And so when they do put out a warrant for his arrest the next day and try and serve him the papers later and bring him in, they'll scream, oh, it's against the law. Rudy told us that they had to dismiss it. But they don't. Lying about the law to stupid people is easy and fun and generally profitable. So that's what's happened, that he wants to lie to the people on X and Twitter about what's actually the law, so that when the law doesn't turn out in his favor, he can just say, oh, well, they broke the law. And then his dummies on Twitter will agree with him and forward that and parrot that. And then they'll say it on TV. They'll go on to X, and they'll go on to Newsmax, and they'll go on to the forums, and they'll come into my chat and tell me, oh, it's illegal for them to arrest him. No, he committed crimes. A jury has put out the court has sent a summons for him to show up in court. He has dodged that summons, literally, knowingly, willingly, knowingly. It's not like he's just walking around and doesn't know that there's an indictment and there's people trying to serve his papers. He knows. He's flaunting it in social media, in public. He's flaunting the fact that he knows they're trying to bring him in to court, and he's dodging it.
I am reality. The court can take his tweet as an admission of receiving notice, either proceeding in his absence as if he has received it or punishing him with contempt.
Right. That makes sense. That's not how he's lying about how the court system works. If perhaps that were a possibility, that you could just dodge the summonses and then they drop the case, there would be somebody selling it. There would be people selling that as a service. That would be a service that people sell. Bail bondsmen exist. I don't know if you've ever been arrested, but the bail bondsman stickers and plaques and cards are all over the place at the courthouse.
And remember my professional legal advice: do not piss off the judge running your trial.
Right. That's good advice. Don't do that. Bail bondsmen are a service that you can afford, that you can get, and they have advertisements, and they got stickers, and they got cards all over the place, and they're right outside the courthouses and the jails and the stuff like that, so that you can see them and know them and do that. If hiding from summonses was an acceptable form of law, people would be selling it. It would be a type of resort. Donald Trump would own one. It would be Mar-a-Lago. You could just hide there for 2 weeks, not come out of your room. Boom. Charges dropped. They can't find you. That would be a service, and he would charge you a bunch of money, and he'd set a couple of slot machines in his hallway so that you could do that too while you're wasting your time. But that would be a money-making operation. The fact that those things don't exist means that it's probably and highly unlikely to work. So if they didn't serve it to him before that time, they would put out a warrant for his arrest, and then he would just be arrested next time somebody wants to exercise that warrant. So that was the update from yesterday. We have found him, and here we go.
Photo and message on Twitter, or X, earlier tonight, taunting Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays, and later in the evening, Mays sent out a message on X tonight saying the final defendant was served, quote, "Nobody is above the law." Giuliani's post has since been deleted.
Oh no. So let's look into that. Rudy Giuliani served with Arizona fake electors indictment during his 80th birthday bash in Palm Beach. 80th birthday bash was stormed like it was Normandy. In front of the nearly 75 guests, two officials stormed like Normandy. Two officials stormed like Normandy. That's not matching up, New York Post. I'm sorry. It's stormed like Normandy with two guys. Two officials with Arizona's Attorney General office arrived at the shindig around 11 p.m. to hand, politely, Giuliani the papers, in the case alleging he and 17 others were involved with a plot to overturn the 2020 election. Some party goers started screaming, and one woman even cried as Giuliani was served. Why? When you're accused of crimes, and the court sends a summons for you to show up, this isn't some nightmare. This is the system working properly. Law and order is working properly in this case. Why would the women scream and the woman cry? Why would he dodge these things? Because they don't respect the law. Rudy Giuliani does not respect the law. He does not respect order. He thinks the law is to hurt the people who are his opponents. The law is for harming people you don't like, not harming him. He's on the in-group. The law shouldn't be coming after him. In his brain, that's what he thinks. Steve Bannon was there. Thank God. It's absurd that while crime in Arizona is at an all-time high, the Arizona Secretary of State official felt it was a good use of resources to send multiple agents across the country to storm an 80th birthday party like it was Normandy. There are crimes. Please stop prosecuting Rudy for his crimes. You know? It's unfortunate they chose to barge up and startle guests during a celebration. They could have shown a little more respect for the man who comforted the nation during September 11th. No. He was gloating. He was bragging that he couldn't be caught, like a Batman villain. You'll never catch me, Batman. He was gloating. He's a Batman villain. He's a C-rate Batman villain. He's third stringer in a Batman comic.
They remembered his birthday and brought him a summons.
Right. It's what he needed for his birthday. It's not what he wanted, but it's what he needed. Arizona prosecutors have been looking for Giuliani over the past few weeks, but up until Friday night had failed to find him. At the height of the Palm Beach soiree, as many as 200 people, including Roger Stone and Steve Bannon. I'm glad they were there. Honestly. I want those two B-tier Batman villains to know that they are not above the law. But that's a radical statement for me to say. No one is above the law. According to Republicans, Donald Trump included, and I think Jesse Waters on Fox News, saying no one is above the law is a radical leftist statement. They think that people are above the law. Rudy Giuliani, according to Rudy Giuliani and the people at that party and the Republicans, is above the law. And I don't accept it. I'm glad they were there. I hope it scared them. Oh, hi. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video. The algorithm loves it when you watch it all the way to the end of the video. If you want to keep the algorithm happy, and I know you do, press the subscribe button, press the thumbs up button, leave a comment, tell me what you're thinking, tell me what you're feeling, and let's all keep that algorithm happy. Thanks. Have a good day.